The college football experience bombs down under. Actually, weekend bombs is what I was trying to say. On the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by the Game Time app. Yes, snag the tickets without the stress. Use the promo code CFBX on your first purchase to save $20. Download the Game Time app. Use that promo code CFBX to save yourself $20. We're also brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Underdog has just added pickup scorchers, which is fantastic, where you could win 100 times the amount of money you enter. That's right. Turn $5 into $500 in one game. Plus, every Sunday, they're giving away $100,000. Yes, use that promo code SGPN at Underdog Fantasy for a 100% deposit bonus up to $500. And finally, we're brought to you by Hall of Fame Bets, the sports betting research platform for parlays, player props, and game lines. Download the Hall of Fame Bets app or visit hofbets.com. Use that promo code SGPN to get 50% off your first month and start making smarter bets today, people. And remember, as always, folks, too, let it ride.
Hey, this is Eric Metcalf. You're listening to SGPN. Let it ride.
Yes, yes, yes. Woo! Welcome to the weekend bombs of the college football experience. As if you're watching on YouTube, you're seeing me, just quickly adjust. I got more. Look, there we go. We got the layout here. Weekend bombs edition.
Yes.
I don't know what's happening here. Why is it giving me this? Why the fuck is it giving me this? It's giving me problems here. But look, I've had a lot of problems in my day. So you're probably wondering just who the hell you're listening to, and that's fair. But look, my name is Colby Swinging Database Dan, a.k.a. Pick D. That's not a pick. This is a pick.
He was raised in the land down under, where a man thinks on his feet, speaks with his fists, and lives by his wits.
When Dundee happened, he was a superstar.
And you're nothing but a chameleon, lemon-headed, coward, terrorist pussy. And I'm after you, buddy. You're going to pay for it. Good night.
Oh, we're trying to figure it out over here. Why is this? It's just I'm having issues. I'm having issues.
I can toss an image up.
I think I got it. Let's try this. If this fails, I will. I'll have a big problem. I don't fucking know what's going on here.
Let me toss something.
Yeah, toss something up there. I'm about to throw the computer across the room. Wouldn't be the first time I did that with the old computer. This is part of the C block. Talking college football, weekend bombs. Look, not a lot of double-digit dogs that we love, but there's a few we're going to mention. We're going to rank them. Part of the C block. Remember, bottom line bombs is following through.
Look at this.
There we go. Look at that. Unbelievable. Look, I am joined by the host of the Bottom Line Bombs, which is following this episode. We don't look, just don't fucking touch the computer screen. It's going to redirect you right to the Bottom Line Bombs podcast. They call him the man in the box. I give you CJ Sullivan. How you doing, brother?
Yes. Great. Big Dundee, great to C block start. I can switch that off. I kind of like the C block back there. The German.
I did too. It's making me look a little more ripped.
Yeah.
Than I know I am pretty ripped, but I mean,
it was weird. Those '90s rap groups always had the one Jack guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You did that there for street cred.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I
street
mean?
cred.
Yeah.
He was like the bouncer / rapper. He would only do. They only give him a verse or two, but he brought the change. And shit like that.
Verse or two on the whole album.
Right.
Not on.
But he's prominent in the videos, though. For sure.
Yeah, for sure. And here we are. Shout out to the chat. Hunter Vic says, "Am I listening to the best podcast in the game?" I mean, look, we like to think we're up there among the tops, but I have a little Ric Flair in me that believes that to be the man, you got to beat the man. And when I look out there, there's only a few. One of them is the Bottom Line Bombs podcast. All right, which, like I said, is coming right up next. Man, so we got I think this week. Man, I have the wrong banner too. I'm just all over the fucking place here. But I think this week, is short on double-digit dogs.
Short on double-digit dogs. There's some out there, of course. We'll sprinkle on a few, but there's a lot of good main plays.
I was about to say, this is kind of a separation Saturday type of week, and highlighted by a rivalry, I think, happening for the 119th time. If memory serves me correct. And that is, the fine Red River rivalry going on in Dallas. I can't find my sound job. I'm all over the fucking place today to start this off. But yes, the Red River shooting.
That was worth it.
Yes,
that was definitely worth the pause.
There we go.
For sure. That was old cowboy gunning.
Oh, come on. This is a great rivalry.
Great game. In Dallas, like you said, should be there every year. None of this.
Yeah, don't fucking do this. I'm terrified of the youth because they think football should be played in Dome. They're gonna make it all corporate America. Greg Sankey's gonna get his hands on this. And I pray that he doesn't try to say, "Hey, let's do one of these Dr. Pepper games of the week."
Right.
And put it in some fucking stupid site. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. I hate it.
I just feel like, it's in this old Cotton Bowl. It's one of the oldest stadiums to play a football game in America, as it should be. And I love how they do the 50-50 split between the fans. This is a heated rivalry where I feel like a few years ago, maybe a decade ago, there was a big bar fight in like Oklahoma where some guy's testicles got ripped out by a Oklahoma fan.
That'll happen.
He was in there wearing that burnt orange.
I mean, what do you think? What do you think's going to happen?
We got rules in our society. You know what I mean?
Especially cowboy rules. They like whipping up nuts, stirring them up, lassoing them up, staring them off, ripping them off steers.
You can't be walking in there wearing burnt orange. And then you have a few drinks, start talking recklessly about fucking Colt McCoy or something. You know what I mean? Colt McCoy, perfect name for the Red River Shootout.
I love Colt McCoy.
But buddy, let's just start off there.
They call it the showdown now because they can't call it the shootout.
I
can't believe Texas curtailed to this.
Yeah, it's because it's Austin. Have you been to Austin?
Yeah, it's true. It is Austin. Austin is a blue city and a red state for sure, and it's like you can tell it's on an island.
Yeah, ever since Hollywood got in there, it's fucked. Buddy, but what are you leaning this? I'm curious your thoughts because I personally think now. Most years, I would say, give me the points.
Yep.
I think last year was the only one with 49-0, no Dylan Gabriel. Oklahoma didn't have the quarterback depth. But I find myself doing this again, saying I will lay the 5.5. I think Texas's offensive line. First off, Oklahoma's resume is just it's pretty weak. It's pretty weak.
Oklahoma's resume is kind of weak. They're weird. They're both underrated and overrated at the same time. Like you watch, like some of their advanced numbers say that they have, that they grade out pretty great, but then you watch them and their scheduling, what I mean? And like, they're like, you watch half the game, like, what are they? They're not doing anything out there. Like nothing's going on. That Cincinnati game.
20-6.
Ridiculous. I mean, yes, their defense is better. Yeah. Defense is playing well, but good luck with the versus Texas. And then Texas at the same time, we've cracked into those numbers as well.
Yeah.
The Alabama
they played three
win.
backup quarterbacks. They played some shitty quarterback play.
Right.
But
they played Wyoming's backup quarterback.
I still believe
Kansas's backup quarterback.
Baylor's backup
quarterback.
JT Daniels.
Should
be a backup quarterback.
On his opener. Backup to
keeps transferring to not be a backup quarterback.
I know, right? I'm benched. No, the hell I am. I'm gone is what I am. I'm going to 8 different schools.
But here's the thing. I think Texas's offensive line, if I had to rate the Big 12 offensive lines, Texas would be number 1, and then number 2 would probably be either K-State or West Virginia. And I think that's going to be the deciding factor. I also think The Texas defense is better than Oklahoma's defense. Despite the fact, I get it. Dylan Gabriel, Jackson Arnold, both are very good quarterbacks. So it is by far the best quarterbacks that they'll be playing so far this season. However, I just think Texas is going to get it done. I just think they're more complete.
Yeah, I keep going back and forth with this, and then I kind of see the future. I'm like, I don't want to be holding an Oklahoma ticket if this game gets out of hand. You know, I mean, like, what was I thinking when I could have got Texas on such a short number? In this game, revenge or not? I mean, Texas looks like the one, if not the best team in the country.
I have them. I did the database top 25.
Yes.
I ranked them number one
in the
I'm
database.
People, it's no secret that I'm like the biggest Texas hater in the
Right.
world. All right. I believe Texas is like it's like that girlfriend that's just never happy. You know what I mean? Like, and good luck, SEC, by the way. You know, it's like, no, we demand more money. We got to get our own network. You get your own network, you get more money, and guess what? You still leave. All right. The reality is, Texas is the one to blame for all this realignment shit.
Yeah, Texas, right? They are. Absolutely.
They are. They started everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a deep hatred for them because of that. However, I'm not an idiot. I'm an idiot in a lot of realms. All right. I'm not an idiot on realizing the talent on the field. And that is why they're going to make they're more to me, they're just better along the line of scrimmage than Oklahoma. And that's the difference. Lay the 5.5. It might take till the fourth quarter to open this thing up because this game is fucking bananas normally.
Yeah. Now, if this gets up to 7, would you still take them at 7?
I wouldn't go past 7.
I don't see this number coming down. I think
7.5. I think you
6.5. I'm laying 7.5's a bit much.
Yes, flat 7. I'll still do it.
Okay,
still do it.
Everyone's banking on this. I mean, Oklahoma is definitely they have explosive offense, obviously with Gabriel, but I mean,
in their last 69 meetings, it's 33, 33, and 3.
That's awesome.
I mean, this is a heated rivalry. This is why we get into football.
Yeah.
You know, when you're a kid,
those are magical numbers. That's McConaughey type numbers. That's going to get you really spiritual, man. If you think about it, 3, 3, 3, and 69.
All right.
Yeah. But like you said, that defense and Oklahoma's defense is good, but they haven't played anyone near like Texas's offense what they're going to face.
Yeah, and if you look at, I'd be honestly look at the two games they played. They played decent competition. Iowa State's not decent competition. Their whole team's been suspended and kicked off the team, whatever, because of that gambling.
I tell you what, if you watch that game as well, other than that big jump lead that Oklahoma got out to, Iowa State looked like the better team.
Well, Iowa State threw a pick six first play of the
right,
game, so they were already working.
So they were chasing the whole time. But then you watch that game, like Iowa State looked just as good as Oklahoma.
Well, and I would say then you look at like SMU in the Cincinnati game. They weren't super impressive in those games. So, I think, but I will say Oklahoma does have the revenge.
They definitely have the revenge.
49-0 is like something we never seen in this fucking series
for sure.
So that's going to be very fun to watch. I love this game. I'll be honest. I don't care what conference it's in. They got that trophy, the big ass golden hat. Remember when Charlie Strong was wearing that thing? It's fucking perfect. This is everything right about football here.
This is pure football. There's nothing else involved. I like schools.
Passion.
I like schools. I like schools like this that don't even consider education or any of that outside angle. Absolutely not. Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Education is the football game plan. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Fucking learn how to tackle. All right. Learn how to tackle, Sullivan.
Learn how to tackle. Jonathan Brooks, I think, is going to have a big game as well. We're talking about Oklahoma's rush defense, but that's a flawed number too. They give like 100 yards a game, but
Arkansas State, come on.
Right. You pick up the competition, and the game script doesn't play for anyone to run the ball once they're down by a bunch. So
I played him in DFS, Jonathan Brooks.
I love him. I mean, he looks amazing.
Yeah, he's going to be a stud. He's going to be in the NFL.
So go take Texas there.
Let's take Texas. Look, folks, we're going to get to a bunch of the games. This is I'm making the case this is Separation Saturday. We're going to learn a lot about the national landscape of things after this Saturday, in my opinion. I want to tell you that the Weekend Bombs edition of the College Football Experience, part of the C Block, is brought to you by Game Time. Look, buying tickets to your favorite event shouldn't be that stressful. You got to remember, we live in LA. You can always find tickets to any college football game in LA because No one goes to the fucking games.
Walk
But-
into the Rose Bowl
yeah.
tomorrow,
Yeah.
Saturday. Fucking, I can probably kick the opening kickoff
You
for
can probably
UCLA.
just say I'm part of the grounds crew.
Yeah,
Boom,
right.
They're just gonna let you in. But yeah, I mean, look, game time in most great parts of the country. You know, you really need to plan ahead. You know what I mean? And game time can be that thing for you. All right, you just open up your phone and boom, you got an app. Game Time's the fast and easy way to buy all tickets for sports. Now, this is different. In LA, music, comedy, theater, now they pack those fucking things. All right. With killer deals on last minute tickets and their best price guarantee, you can stop stressing over the tickets and start getting hyped for the fun that you'll be having at that very event. And they have the Game Time guarantee, which means you'll always get the best price. In fact, if you find tickets in the same section and row for less, Game Time will credit you 110% of the difference. So, folks, what are you doing? Snag the tickets without the stress with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, use that promo code CFBX for $20 off your first purchase. Once again, terms apply. Create that account. The redeeming code is CFBX for $20 off. Download the Game Time today. Last minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed. We're also brought to you by Hall of Fame Bets. Win bigger by betting smarter this NFL season with Hall of Fame Bets, the sports betting analytics platform for parlays, player props, and game lines. Research every NFL, NBA, MLB, and soccer bet with historical stats and data. They're going to tell you. They're going to tell you about Pele. All right. They're going to do all that shit. All right. Stop betting in the dark and join over 30,000 users researching with Hall of Fame Bets to craft more intelligent, data-driven parlays. Download the Hall of Fame Bets app or visit HOFBets.com. Use that promo code SGPN to get 50% off your first month today. Start researching, start winning with Hall of Fame Bets. All right. We are back on the C block. I do that to piss off CJ. I know he hates it. He's just like, oh, dude, he does this weight thing and just comes back and boom.
Nah, I'm listening in awe. I'm trying to learn something. I'm trying to get the C block as tight as possible.
The rhythm.
Yeah, right. You have to do the rhythm. I mean, how many ads does this show got? I didn't know you. I do it after the second one to break in there, but you guys, I mean, that's the popularity of the college show. You have so many ad breaks.
You know,
so many people want to be a part of this. I don't blame them.
Look at you over there.
I don't blame them.
Chad G in the chat says, who needs socks when the great CJ is on? Happy birthday, sir. Yes, shout out to Chad G.
Well, thank you, Chad G. Appreciate it. Yep, 10-4, good buddy, was the birthday yesterday. You know, did a little golf, got a little dinner. It's for other people, the birthday thing. I always thought that birthdays, you should get other people gifts. You know what I mean? That way people get excited for it.
Yeah.
They'll always remember it.
If anything,
you know
like
what I
your
mean?
friends are like, oh, fuck, I got to get CJ.
Yeah, you want to get 10. You got to remember 20 people's fucking shit. This way you only have to remember one, your own, and then you get your own. Now, I, of course, didn't do that because no one, society doesn't play along, but I will toss it out there.
What'd you get for dinner, if you don't mind me asking? A little birthday dinner? Do you go for the dessert? Are you getting the creme brulee afterwards?
I mean, they're going to get dessert. It's going to be thrown out to you. There's going to be an upside-down pineapple bundt cake. Who knows? Who knows what's going to be mixed in there? We went to Lowry's Prime Rib.
Oh, love Lowry's.
Love Lowry's Prime Rib, home of the Beef Bowl.
Beverly Hills, right?
Yeah, in Beverly Hills.
I've been there a couple times.
You know, they host both teams before the Rose Bowl, and they have a beef bowl to see who can eat the most prime rib, and they have a competition with that.
Oh, yeah. I do remember that story. Yeah.
They stopped it during COVID, but I think they picked it back up.
You fucking COVID even hit the prime rib world.
COVID even hit the prime rib world.
Unbelievable.
It was fucking incredible.
No, but that's a great fucking place.
Yeah, that's amazing.
It's great fucking place.
Nice piece of meat.
Oh, can't go wrong with that. That's one thing. Believe it or not, LA does do. They have some really good restaurants.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, let's say it's one of the better. So, JC from KC says, when are you joining the NFL picks episodes, Colby? I have been red hot. I was on fire.
You're Colby in the C block. The invite is always open if you want to come into the NFL show.
I mean, one of these days, because I don't know if here's the thing. I've been talking shit after I was so great last week. There's no way I'm going to do it again this week.
I do love when you get hot on the NFL because Sean and Cram take it so personally. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's great to rub salt in their wounds,
It's
you know? But let's jump back into college, and Kaysen is in there saying, please, Oppenheimer, CJ, and Dundee. Yeah, there we go.
I will Oppenheimer you.
It's a quarterback out there named Oppenheimer. Look, the separation Saturday. So
All right.
look, Oklahoma and Texas, one team is going to have a Big 12 loss.
Mm-hmm.
K-State yet to have a Big 12 loss. They have a big Friday night game in Stillwater. If we were going to, so one of the first things, CJ comes in, he goes, man, I don't know about any double-digit dogs. We've been doing a lot of double-digit dog episodes on the weekend bombs. And I said, yeah, there's not much this week. It's pretty bare, right? And I think if you are hell bent on going with the double-digit dog, I think there's only a few options.
Okay.
One that I'm actually really going to take, and that I'm super excited about, is the Arkansas Razorbacks.
Yes.
Arkansas is going into Oxford, Mississippi. They've won 6 of 9 in the series. And if you remember Arkansas, they were ass just a few years ago before Sam Pittman. But they've had two losses. You know, they were in that A&M game. Arkansas just kind of gifted A&M a couple big plays, and they almost beat LSU at LSU. Ole Miss was able to beat LSU in Oxford last week. They partied. We saw the fucking scene. We got the security guard laying blocks like
right.
he's fucking Pete Kendall.
Chicken
you know
wing,
what I mean? Yeah,
chicken wing
yeah.
women. You know,
and we got the guy jumping up on the fucking goalpost doing a somersault on his face.
I like.
You know what I mean?
This is a great.
This is a great spot for Sam Pulled Pork Pittman. People are saying he's on the hot seat. You know how you flush? You know how you flush that shit? You pull a Neil Brown. You go into Oxford and you win on the money line. And look, I think Ole Miss clearly not a great defensive team. Now, I don't think Arkansas's defense is super great either, but you're getting 11.5. I think this line is off. If I was setting this line, it would be at like 3. I think Arkansas plus, what is it, 340, 350?
You would set this at 3. You're saying.
I would. Arkansas just played in Baton Rouge.
Yeah.
Lost by 3 to LSU.
Right. And LSU just
gave away a
and that
9-point lead.
And that line was what, 2.5? But that was in Miss.
And Ole Miss just partied their ass off. I saw a video of like a father and a son hugging like this is the greatest fucking thing they've ever seen in their life.
For sure.
I mean, this is a great spot to jump in on Arkansas. So that's one that I actually really like double digit wise. Besides that, I do think we have to really go deep sea diving. We have to take some huge fucking gambles.
These are picks in 4D. That is Dundee double-digit dogs.
Woo! Woo-hoo! I like
just
this.
Making upset.
You're just part of the first one was the C block.
C block. Now picks in 4D.
I need fucking 3D 4D glasses.
4D is
great. There we go.
Picks in 4D because 3D everyone sees more. The fourth dimension only you can see, and that is that future of the double-digit dog.
You're hitting me heavy right here. You are. Yeah, I like this. I like this, man.
We'll whip something up in Canva.
Yeah, let's do that. Go over there.
All right, let's go. There's a couple that are like 9.5 that are teetering that obviously aren't double digit. Yeah, I'll just ask you questions because I'm not sure on these, but what do you think about these?
Yeah, Chad G says the money is going in on Arkansas. I don't give a shit. Like I appreciate the comment, but I'm saying like the history 6 out of 9. I don't believe Ole Miss is some super fucking juggernaut. This is a team that would have lost to Tulane had Tulane had their starting quarterback. I think Arkansas. Another thing is Arkansas got Rocket Sanders back last week. He clearly looked like he wasn't all the way healthy. It's another week closer. KJ Jefferson sputtered last week. I think he bounces back this week and has his best game of the season. Chad G says no. He meant his money. Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah,
there
right.
We go.
That's the professional.
There we go.
Right, our money. That's sharper money.
Yeah. Some other dogs that I really enjoy here that I think could be alive. Now,
picks in 4D.
If we're going double digit,
you got to go Dundee double digit dog.
A stretch. Like I am actually betting Arkansas money line. I am trying to talk myself into betting these other ones.
All right,
because I'm not there yet. But I think if you're searching for them, the Kansas State Wildcats are heading into Stillwater Friday night. Oklahoma State's off a bye.
I love this one.
Everyone's thinking Oklahoma State's ass and rightfully so after their last 2 performances. But
no, this is a perfect buy low in Okie State.
They finally figured out their quarterback, Alan Bowman. He's fucking started college. Fucking year Oklahoma had Buster Rhymes at quarterback. He's been in there in so many years. So
I'm looking for a line. Did they take this down?
I'm seeing 12. There are 12-point home dogs Friday night, nationally televised. It is a blackout. Everyone, I've been to the stadium. Wow. This stadium is super fucking close to the fans.
Oh yeah, Stillwater's fucking nuts.
This is a great stadium. And look, I just think you got to take the 12. Now,
This is Friday night.
Yeah, if you're going to bet this money line, you better bet the 12 points too, because there's a chance. Like I'm not sold on Oklahoma State winning it yet on the money line. Like I'm searching for a double-digit dog, and I'm thinking this is the most logical one besides Arkansas. Arkansas I've already bet. 12 points off a bye week. They figured out the quarterback spot. Mike Gundy was being a jackass earlier in the year, playing like 17 different quarterbacks. Continuity is a real thing. I think Alan Bowman and Oklahoma State could be live against K-State. And another thing is K-State, Trayshawn Ward might not play. They're one of their better running backs or one of their better game breakers. He's questionable. I think he's if I gun to my head, I think he probably plays, but we don't know. The other double-digit dogs out there, don't even think about any of these. Don't think about UMass against Toledo. Don't think about Maryland, Ohio State. If anything, I think we load up on Ohio State.
Yeah, all those ones that like look like they're a good team. That will the record like your Kentucky, Georgia. I love Georgia to smack fucking Kentucky.
Yeah, I can't see Kentucky winning there. I can see them potentially covering if you wanted to do that, but
real quick, an Arkansas Oklahoma State moneyline dog parlay will get you over 18-1.
You hearing that, folks? Over 18-1.
Come on, we can
jump on that.
We can get that.
Your Temple Owls, could they be live against
UTSA? Live. I don't want to talk about these Temple Owls. I've entered the transfer portal when I talk about these Temple Owls.
They're not live.
They're not live.
Virginia Tech, no. Don't fall for it. Wake Forest, no. They never beat Clemson.
How about our Vandy?
I got burned. I don't think in the swamp.
In the swamp's tough.
I don't think they're calling for Napier's head. I think they lost to Vandy last year.
Yeah.
No way.
All right.
If he goes 0-2 against Vandy,
fair enough.
He should fucking move out. Don't even wait for them to fire you.
Okay. 18 seems like, but you're right.
If anything, I actually
Florida. All right, fair enough.
I'm actually going to place a wager on Florida minus the points.
All right, fair enough.
If you dig deep enough, you can maybe talk yourself into ULM. Now, South Alabama has had back-to-back losses to Central Michigan and James Madison, and they're a quality team that's a contender in the Sun Belt. But man, Tommy Bowden, as Patty C says, never fade a Bowden in a big game. They lost. App State hit a 54-yarder, the final play of the game to beat them last week. This ULM War Child team is feisty, man. So if I had to find a third one, I would maybe consider ULM as a live dog plus 300. They played last year. It was a 7-point game, and that was in Mobile.
Yeah.
This is in Malone Stadium, whatever the fuck they're calling it these days.
I can get behind that.
I think they could be a little bit live.
I can get behind that.
Like I said, I don't love the play.
Right.
But if I'm selling myself, and then if we're really going to take a shot, if you really are content on taking a 20-point fucking dog.
I know exactly where you're going. I can just say, I mean, it's just because I like it too. I feel it, and I know you. I feel these. I'm going to guess. I'm going to say.
What
I think you're coming right here to the Coliseum.
I think that's it. I think that's it because Arizona's got some wideouts.
They got some athletes.
Really
they got some unheralded athletes on
USC some fits.
Yeah.
And Notre Dame is on deck. A trip to South Bend.
Just came back from Big Spot in Colorado.
Yeah, this is
9 a.m. kickoff for their clocks in Colorado to come back here. Now they got a night game.
Yeah. And look, there's a slew of questions like Jaden DeLaura might not play, but look, my guy, you see my guy, Noah Fafita.
Yes.
Only lost by 7 at home against Washington.
This Arizona team's on the come up.
Michael Wiley, the star running back's questionable. We got to monitor that. Also, I think Brandon Johnson also at the other running back spot. But this was a 1-score game last year. I think the last couple of years it's been a 1-score game.
Yeah. Absolutely. No, I'm definitely taking a 22.
If
sure.
Yeah, if we want to just.
But why not sprinkle?
And if you're content on another, and like I said, I think this is a hard week to really find double-digit dogs. There is a 20-point spread on Georgia Tech Miami. For some reason, Georgia Tech has given Miami fits over the past 5 years. I still don't like it. I'm trying to talk myself into I love to sprinkle the money line a couple games on each and every Saturday.
Talk a little.
They just lost to Bowling Green. It's hard to make sense of this one. This is just a historical play.
Yeah.
Sprinkle just like $25,
Right.
$50
Yeah.
on Georgia Tech. Maybe. Miami's looked really good lately, though.
Yeah, Miami has looked
Yeah.
good. That's tough to get behind, but it's also a great spot to sell high on them. You're right. Those Miami Georgia Tech games are there's always like wet grass going on. Something always weird going on down there in the Everglades.
Something about those games are always wacky.
Mm-hmm.
So,
what do you think of speaking of Pac-10? Just real quick, it's 9.5, not quite the double digit, obviously. But how about our Cal Bears?
The 9.5. I think
you know.
I was feeling this one a lot more before I saw Oregon State's kind of had dominance over them lately. But I still think you could just beat a top 10 team.
Just beat a top 10 team at home. Big Friday night game. Yeah, they have been partying.
Got to go drop acid in fucking Berkeley.
Our Cal's dangerous out there. All they do, that's what they like to do in that conference.
That I could see that one.
Like
if you're I would not be surprised. This is 27, 5 minutes left.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you ask yourself coming into it, that would paint the scene for pretty much a great opportunity on a potential double-digit dog. Now, San Jose State and Boise, how about that? San Jose has got their ass kicked historically against Boise, but Brent Brennan was the one. They've only beaten Boise once, and it was Brent Brennan, who's currently their head coach. Boise, both these teams have had just kind of tough starts. Now, San Jose, both have had very aggressive schedules. They're probably a lot better in their records, but Boise just doesn't look all the way right. I would not be surprised if San Jose State gave them a game. Now, it's on the Smurf turf. I know the record on the Smurf turf since like 1998. It's the best in the country. But I got to say, I think this is like a field goal game. I don't think just Boise's going to fuck them up. So if you're looking for another 9.5 point dog potentially, maybe you buy into that.
Okay.
I mean, Avalos is kind of coaching for his job here. He's in a very desperate spot. If you lose this game, I don't think it's going to work out for you. I'm not buying into the Syracuse, North Carolina angle.
I'm on North Carolina.
Yeah, I'm on North Carolina.
That's already up to 9.5. I think they're going to smash Syracuse.
And they just got Tez Walker also. So there's that.
Syracuse got exposed last week. By the way.
They're depleted with injuries too. Now let's talk about some of these. Like this is why I'm deeming this one separation.
Okay.
Separation Saturday.
See about some separations.
Okay. Well, first off, Maryland's undefeated. People are like, Maryland's a contender. No, no, we're gonna learn. Maryland, Ohio State, 2 undefeated teams in the Big Ten East play. That fits the model for separation Saturday, even though I think this game's a fucking joke. All right. Even Rutgers, Wisconsin, both teams are somehow both teams, in my opinion, don't look great, but they're both only have one loss. Who are you taking in this Rutgers, Wisconsin game? Your ticket's going to cash, buddy.
Rutgers
with McNamara out for the year at Iowa.
I know. Although I do like Iowa this week.
I love Iowa.
I don't think there's much of a difference.
I love Iowa this week.
I know. Like 2.5 versus her
in Iowa City. Get the fuck out of here.
You can let those sick kids in the hospital play in the fourth quarter. They're gonna beat Purdue. You can't make
100%.
Unbelievable. But that being said, yeah, I'll take the points with Rutgers for sure. I mean, I like this Rutgers team, to be honest with you. They're playing hard. They play
the defense can keep them in the game. I think they can cover that
for sure. I'm not a believer in this. I mean, as much as I wanted was going to have Wisconsin.
Big Ten West though, is a fucking joke.
It really is, and I have Wisconsin tickets left and right. But yeah, I don't trust them to blow out Rutgers at all.
You want to talk about? You want to get? All right, I must. There is another double-digit dog out there.
Okay, a little 4D action.
FCS on FBS.
Yeah, that sounds like a Pornhub genre. Give me FCS on FBS action.
The William and Mary Tribe.
Yeah. Ooh,
they were a
love the Tribe.
FCS playoff team. Won multiple games in the playoffs last year.
Great program.
Yeah, very good program. Ever since Jimmy Laycock, speaking of porn. All right. Former legendary head coach with the Tribe. Their head coach is Mike London. Mike London, well, he played safety at Virginia under George Welsh in the, I think, late 80s. He also was Virginia's head coach before they fired him. And now you're telling me William and Mary, who just, by the way, got upset by Elon last week, now they have to make the trip into Charlottesville where Mike London made a name for himself. William and Mary beat an FBS last year by 17 in the Charlotte the Clits.
I love how you're getting there. It sounds like a conspiracy theory almost. And then he was in a
was
book
he dining?
suppository,
Yeah,
right?
was he dining in Charlottesville the night before? All right. Yes. Look, Virginia's a fucking mess. They're a mess. They're winless. They're 0-5. They've been close. They've been close in a few outings. They only lost to JMU by 1. They only lost to Boston College by 3. NC State by 3. But sometimes certain teams know how to lose, and that's why when I think of a veteran William and Mary squad out of the CAA, the Colonial Athletic Association, coming into Charlottesville as a 10-point dog, sprinkle a little bit of that money line, even though Virginia won 43-0 in 2021.
Get this Colonial action going on there.
Let's go. Let's go.
William and Mary, I love it. I love that one. That's my favorite one.
Yeah,
laid it out there.
Yeah, that one's deep. You got to go deep sea diving here.
Mm-hmm.
No snorkeling.
Right.
Let's talk a little bit about Separation Saturday. LSU, Missouri. So this Missouri had that fantastic 62-yard field goal, whatever the fuck it was, against K-State. They're undefeated, even though they played South Dakota a little close, Middle Tennessee a little close, Memphis a little close. If Missouri wins this, I think they've established themselves as the second best team in the SEC East, and we should actually pay close attention to them. If LSU loses this game, I think Brian Kelly's hot seat begins, because that'll be 3 losses, and you still haven't played Bama and A&M or Florida. So I think this is what I mean when I say this is Separation Saturday. Mm-hmm. We're gonna learn something there. Who you lean? LSU's laying 4.5 at Mizzou. They got Luther Burden. They got Theo Weiss, the former Oklahoma transfer. I feel like Missouri's wideouts could really pose a problem for LSU.
I love those Missouri wideouts. The blue chip are number 1 recruits there. I mean, he's my favorite non-quarterback Heisman hopeful, even ahead of Bowers, I think.
Yeah.
I think Missouri can win this outright, no doubt.
I do too.
It's going to be trouble. I mean, obviously
9 a.m. kick.
9 a.m. kick.
I think I'd rather like it to be a night game, but
yeah, for sure. Well, it's going to be weird because LSU is an emotional letdown spot, but it's off a loss, and they do bounce back now, and they know that. I mean, their season's done if they lose this. It's already teetering.
Yeah,
but their season is done if they lose this.
It really is. Yeah.
So that's a problem, and I don't see Missouri stopping LSU too much as well. But I think the home field will help out. Yeah, now we really do. But I also think Missouri's just going to light it up. It's not going to be too much different than last week's game versus Ole Miss. But
if Missouri wins this, they'll be 6-0.
Yeah, they'll be 6-0
heading into Lexington, which is a winnable game, and then home to South Carolina. You're talking about potentially.
Yeah.
I mean,
it'll be a big letdown spot for that. But I think because they're still going to be riding high in this. This game.
Yeah,
right
I agree.
They haven't had a winning season yet under Drinkowitz. Is that his name?
Oh yeah, Casey in the chat saying Mizzou fans can't hang all day into the night. They don't have money for hard drugs.
Wow, coming after Mizzou.
That's got to be a Wildcat fan or something.
I
feel
say,
like
yeah. It's they're definitely a different brand there in Mizzou. They're more journalism school, more live, they have their safe spaces and those videos where they blocked off areas where there was like safe spaces and shit. The teachers are yelling at it was hilarious. Fuck Mizzou. Anyway, but I'm saying good comedy club, Deja Vu over there.
Comedy club or a strip club?
I know, right? Yeah. That's what's so funny. Every time any city's got a club called Deja Vu, that's usually a strip club. This is a fucking club called Deja Vu.
Well, shit, I did comedy in Milwaukee that was in the basement of a strip club.
Yeah, that one's great too.
Yeah. You did that one too?
Yeah, I thought that spot. That being said, it will be rowdy there. It is early in the morning. So that's just a lot of points. I'll take Mizzou with the points right there.
Take Mizzou. Yeah. Money line it.
Money line it. Mizzou. And why not? And you're right. Let's light up that seat on Brian Kelly. Get him out of there.
Yeah. So Separation Saturday. Dundee Separation Saturday. All right. You don't need to watch Desperate Housewives or whatever the fuck. What's it called? Real Housewives of fucking
Vanderpump.
Bethesda. I don't know what the fuck. New Jersey, whatever. Marshall, NC State. I want to talk about this one.
Talk about separation Saturday. Let's get into Marshall, NC State.
Hey, Marshall's undefeated. They've already beaten
Take a
one
seat,
Power
Alabama
5.
and AM.
They've already beaten one Power 5. If
All
the
right.
Thunder and Herd win this, it'll be 2 Power 5s. Look, you got that. I highly doubt they're going to be able to run the table in the Sun Belt, but you never know.
Mm-hmm.
If they get this win here in Raleigh. Now, Brennan Armstrong's been benched for MJ Morris. Look, I think the public is kind of, on Marshall. I'm going to lock up NC State minus the 6.5. I think MJ Morris, a little fresh blood in there, is going to ignite this offense. This crowd gets lit. And look, I hate NC State. Just like I hate Texas. Let's do a Dundee hatred parlay. Texas and NC State, throw that thing together. It's going to hit.
It was pretty gross watching NC State that Thursday. Did they fire their coordinator after that? Or something?
No, they benched their quarterback.
They benched their quarterback. Yeah. That's what happened. So that doesn't worry about you. You like them bouncing back after that?
I do like them bouncing back because I just think like Marshall beat the piss out of Virginia Tech, but that was at home. All right. Go back to the ECU game. Marshall was down 13-10 in the fourth quarter. They somehow end up 31-13. I think they stumble in Raleigh.
Okay.
I got NC State. Look, for me to say that, I'm being
right.
It's very big of Dundee to bet on Texas and NC State. But I think we should do it. So let's go. Let's go.
Yes. I did not expect that was going to be the database sound effect. But you're right. An East Carolina Pirate fan going for Wolfpack. I mean,
who are you taking on this? Who the hell are you taking on this?
Well, I'll ride with you with NC State. I have no real. Opinion.
There's no real conviction.
No real conviction on that. And when you went Separation Saturday, I was looking Rose Bowl, I was looking Texas A&M.
No, we're going to the Rose Bowl next. Separation Saturday just has a pit stop in Raleigh.
All right.
Now we head to the Rose Bowl, where Cam Ward is a 3.5-point dog. Pat McAfee's calling out Washington State.
Yeah,
calling
what
them
the
little
fuck
bitches.
is wrong with McAfee?
I don't know what's going on
Jesus
with this guy.
Christ. He's going after a fan base that's being left behind.
In a college town that's just gonna have to lay off like a fucking couple hundred people.
Yeah,
thought he was an American.
He tells them to suck it up.
Yeah.
Sorry, we're coming through. Our TV contracts are destroying your conference. Suck it up.
Yeah, 100%. Ridiculous.
We show your flag on game day. What the fuck does that have to do with
That's
anything?
a Wazoo fan that goes.
I know,
to the
right?
game,
Yeah, it's not like they're probably showing whatever. But point is, Washington State's been the team of Bombs Down Under since preseason. We love them.
We love them. And look, here's the thing.
Cam Ward's been the best quarterback in football.
This is why I agree. With Arbuckle, the OC, they've been amazing. To quote UCLA fans, it's been a great pairing. They're wine and cheese crowd. But Wazoo, if they win this game,
it's a huge game.
If they win this game, they would then have 2 Pac-12 wins against Oregon State and UCLA, who are going to be 2 of the winning teams in the Pac-12. Then they're home to Arizona, which they'd be favored in. At Oregon, they will not be favored in. Arizona State in Tempe, they will be favored. Home to Stanford, they will be favored. At Cal, they will be favored. Home to Colorado, they will be favored. And at Washington, they will not. But my point is they don't play Utah. They don't play USC. And I think a 2-loss team is going to be in the Pac-12 championship. So that makes this game super fucking critical. Oh, I can't wait.
They're both coming off a bye. So it's going to be, this is going to be a battle.
Well, and for UCLA, if you lose this, that's the second Pac-12 loss.
Now,
right?
They
still have a gauntlet.
Yes, they do. And what's going for use, even though it's a terrible home field advantage, the Rose Bowl is a great venue, but like we said, anyone can just walk into that game.
Great venue to catch Jay-Z.
Right.
Right?
But this is an early kickoff. I don't see any home field advantage really much for UCLA here. But that is the pattern in the Pac-12. The home team, you just take these home teams.
Yeah. And by the way, the Rose Bowl is a fantastic stadium. It's just UCLA fans are fucking.
Of course, love the Rose Bowl.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I like Moore as well. He had a rough game, obviously, in Utah, but then Utah, tough in Oregon State. You take the home teams in the Pac-12. But, however,
our
Cougs,
They're
with
gonna
Cam
get
Ward.
this done.
They are going to get this done. It's
They're
already
gonna-
come down to 3 in some places.
They get the chip
I don't-
on
I
the
don't-
shoulder.
I don't care. They're winning this
They
outright.
realize
They
the
have a
stakes.
Chip Kelly on their shoulder.
Let's go. Put that Chip Kelly on the shoulder.
Yeah,
All right.
give me these Cougs.
Separation Saturday continues with North Carolina Syracuse. Syracuse can't afford a second ACC loss this early,
Yeah,
knowing they have some other big test ahead of them. Carolina's undefeated. They've only played Pitt. I mean, they're undefeated in general. They've only played Pitt in the ACC. Carolina's got a big couple weeks coming up. They can't afford to trip. They got Miami coming. They got a stacked November with Duke, Clemson, and NC State. They got to win this one.
They got to win this one. I think eventually that offense is going to start playing better and amazing. I mean, he's going to start playing like the number 2 overall NFL pick. And
Yeah.
like I said,
So getting Kez Walker back is
which is huge,
Tez Walker.
emotionally and for the talent wise. But yeah, I think Syracuse got exposed last week, and I don't see them keeping within this couple touchdowns.
And Separation Saturday. Look, you're not going to say I thought you're going to big locations. No, we're looking at pretenders inside track to get to the conference championship. And that's why I think Purdue and Iowa was huge. Purdue just beat Illinois. Iowa has already lost to Penn State. Iowa cannot afford a second loss. They lost their starting quarterback for the season. Wisconsin is still undefeated. They only play one Big Ten game, but they still have to go to Champaign. They still have to play Iowa. They still have to play Ohio State. And I think they got to go to Minnesota if memory serves me correct. But Purdue, Iowa, with Purdue beating Illinois, I think this is kind of, besides Wisconsin, those 3 teams will be battling for the Big Ten West. Maybe you throw Minnesota in there too, but that loss to Northwestern I think stings a little bit. Iowa, I love Iowa -2. I know you touched on this.
Yep,
I think
-2, 2.5, whatever. You get them under a field goal.
Let's go.
I mean, yes, McNamara obviously hurts, but it's not much of a difference. He wasn't doing much for Iowa anyway. I mean, yes, he is the most talented quarterback, but like, I don't see that much of a slip off in their defense and special teams. I mean, they're still absolutely solid, especially against this Purdue team. Coming 100%. Off a big win, you know.
Another Separation Saturday one for me is UCF Kansas. UCF Kansas, they both had quarterback issues of late. I have a ticket for Kansas to get to the Big 12 championship.
It's too soon for me to even look at Kansas after last week.
I know. And Jalen Daniels is not starting this week. They announced it.
Well, at least they
announced it.
At least they announced it this time.
Sons of bitches.
Yeah, God forbid you make an announcement for the fucking Texas game that everyone cares about. He's got a little back spasms. No big deal for you guys holding the over tickets in Kansas +17. Jesus.
I had another money line too.
And they didn't play bad for a while.
I know. They hung in there tight for a team with a backup quarterback on the road.
God. So he is out. Yeah, I don't care.
Well, they didn't officially rule him out. They just said he wasn't starting.
Okay. Oh, Jesus.
So they
go to hell.
Yeah.
Kansas.
But this is a huge one because UCF should have beat Baylor last week.
Right.
Baylor scores like 28 on answer, whatever the fuck it was. Right. And then also UCF lost to K-State the week before. UCF certainly cannot afford a third loss here. Right. I mean, I think their chances are pretty much cooked with that Baylor comeback. But if they win here, maybe they can see themselves to the Big 12 championship. For Kansas, same situation. Kansas got to win this game. You already lost to Texas. Texas is going to have the tiebreaker on you. You win this game, you got life. You win this game, you got life.
That's interesting. They're both off bad losses like that, for sure.
Yeah.
UCF could be more devastating.
I like, see, and UCF's now a 2-point favorite after the Daniels news drop. This thing swung past 0.
I was just going to say.
I like the Jayhawks.
Yeah, I like UCF getting points. I don't know if I like them as a short-headed favorite in Kansas there. And like you said, and the thing is with Kansas, you don't know, like you said, you don't know if he's going to get in there. Dan. I mean,
I think even with Bean, they can get it.
For sure.
It's going to be a harder game to grind out, but I think they can get it. Kentucky, Georgia, obviously, we'll see. That's to me another Separation Saturday. I don't think Georgia's going to get I think Kentucky might be able to backdoor this.
I think Georgia smacks Kentucky, and I think this is a rare situation where people are low on Georgia, and you could buy low at Georgia. I mean, what do you think this line was a couple weeks ago? Like, the look at it must have been like 22, 23.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah.
And you're coming off that big win right there. I'm still not impressed with Kentucky, even though they, destroyed. I mean,
Florida sucks. I think.
Congratulations on your big win versus Florida, but I mean, come on.
But as far as my Separation Saturday goes, there's also Michigan's going to a road game. We know Nebraska's terrible, and look, I don't think Minnesota's very good either, but they're better than Nebraska.
Mm-hmm.
We saw it 13-10 opening
yes.
night. Look, if Minnesota wants any chance to win the Big Ten West, you already lost to Northwestern. You got to pull an upset against one of the big guys. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen here. But I think that's why this game is somewhat compelling. Harbaugh and the Khakis get a dub in the land of 10,000 lakes. I actually kind of like laying the points because I don't think Minnesota's going to be able to move the ball on offense.
I don't see this thing being close.
Notre Dame, Louisville's another one. Louisville's undefeated. You know, I love my Cardinal, but I have a ticket for them over 7.5 wins. I also have a ticket for them to win the ACC. They can lose this game and be fine. Just the biggest game in Louisville history, some say. Jeff Brom back at Louisville, or at least since Howard Snellenberger. But I actually have Notre Dame fucking them up.
Yeah, see, I'm surprised you're on it because I'm on your Cardinal here.
Yeah?
I'm going. This is just like last week. I was on Duke and you're on ND. I think it's the same situation. I mean, this is now their third.
They have USC on deck,
They have USC on deck, and this is like their third back-to-back emotional game, you know?
My brother was telling me, dude, Jeff Brom's back at Louisville. He coached at Louisville.
Right.
His dad coached at Louisville. The alumni are going crazy. I get all those angles. And Jeff Brom, I do think, is a better head coach than Marcus Freeman. However, I don't know that the personnel fits really well. Notre Dame's getting healthier at wide receiver. They also the offensive line, I feel like, might be too much for Louisville. I hope I'm wrong because my ticket gets cashed.
And it's going to be lit there.
It will be lit.
It's going to be lit.
It will be lit.
Dude, I like them. I like them, Louisville.
How many teeth will be in the stands?
I already got a Louisville money line at plus 210, 6.5. I locked
That's an
that
Arkansas
up.
joke. That's an Arkansas joke. I'm sorry. I fucked that up.
No. Kentucky's the same way. Trust me. I've been there. There's no there's not too much fluoride in the windows there. But yeah, no, I like Louisville in this spot a lot, actually.
Yeah.
And as much as, Hardman's kind of faded a little bit, he's not slinging it the way he was in the beginning of the season.
Well, the receivers were injured.
And they're
still coming back.
They're coming back, and they're already a weak group for them as well, to be honest with you.
I mean, Notre Dame hasn't had really a dominant
Exactly. They had a good run game, but Louisville stops the run. They have a nice defense. And despite all those turnovers last week, they were the better team.
They were. They should have had a touchdown on the right side of that end zone. Look, I think that's a separation game. We're going to learn about if Louisville's for real.
Mm-hmm.
And look, Notre Dame, if you get a second loss, you don't have a conference championship you can play in. So kiss your little 4-team invitational chances out of here. And then Louisville becomes really serious to crash the CFP. The other one is Fresno State, Wyoming, which I'm glad they put this on national TV. I love Wyoming in this spot.
I know you do. And to tell you what, and they're the only handicap analysis I can do with Wyoming is they're Wyoming. They pull it out somehow.
Yes.
Who knows? They block field goals in the house. Texas Tech misses 4 field goals.
Yes.
It just comes down to these special teams out there.
It's going to be like 20-mile-an-hour winds.
Yeah.
So Fresno likes to throw the ball, right?
Yeah.
You add in 37 fucking degrees. They don't want to go up to Laramie in that fucking elevation.
I know.
And I love Tedford. All right, big Tedford guy, big Fresno guy. That game's fucking fascinating. The winner will have the inside track on playing in the Mountain West Championship. So those are the separations to me. Now, I also do like Colorado State minus the points in Maverick Stadium in Logan, Utah.
Okay.
That's one I'll give out that I think is juicy.
Who did you? We haven't touched that Alabama A&M game. Who did you lean there? I know.
I'm actually leaning A&M.
Really? Okay.
I think Alabama can't throw the forward pass. Now,
interesting.
That doesn't mean you should be able to lose,
right.
But I just think it's a strength on strength thing. Texas A&M's defensive line, I think, is super legit. I think they have multiple NFL players on their defensive line. Alabama's offensive line hasn't lived up to the hype. They're going to be able to make them throw the ball. Now, Max Johnson's got to take better care of the ball because he's been a little reckless with the ball. But I think A&M strengths, the fact the home crowd's behind them too.
Yeah, for sure.
Remember, they beat him with Zach Calzada, who's now starting at an FCS school 2 years ago in College Station. Last year, they went down to the 1-yard line, and Alabama stopped them in Tuscaloosa. I think the talent levels are very even, and I think Texas A&M's a little more complete than Alabama. So give me the Aggies. You're on Bama, I can tell.
I lean Bama on a real short number. Their defense is really cranking it up there, and I don't think there's gonna be a lot of points. I like the under, by the way, more like than at 50.
I like the under.
And you're right. I mean, they can't throw the forward pass. Although Milroe looks a little better,
but they only threw 12 passes against Mississippi State.
Mm-hmm.
You can do that against Mississippi State because they don't have the
A&M's
got the guys where they can bottle up the run.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be tight. It's gonna be a competitive game. That's why I'm not loving this game for sure. But I can't get the A&M taste out of my mouth. I've watched their first Miami, and like just anytime I believe in them, and I was high on them coming in. Like, I don't know. I don't want to get Jimbo'd again.
Fair. Look, Jimbo. I hate taking Jimbo. In a big game.
Yep.
But I just think if I had to lean, I mean, I am going to wager on this. Just because I want to watch every snap of this fucking game. Another one that there was another one that I liked. What you want to talk about? Courtney Love game of the week. Southern Miss has been horrible. Okay. They've been absolutely horrible. They're 1-4, and their one win is against Alcorn State. Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, Old Dominion almost knocked off Marshall last week.
Love our
6-point loss. I was on ODU.
Yep.
Why is Southern Miss favored against an ODU team that has already beaten Louisiana, the Raging Cajuns? They almost knocked off Wake. Almost knocked off Marshall. Southern Miss has shown no signs of life. This line stinks, which is why I'm taking Southern Miss.
Yeah, I like Southern Miss this game for sure.
Southern Miss definitely going to win this game.
I think they wouldn't going away. To be honest with you, I think it's a get right Southern Miss game. I think they do have the talent there, and if you would have put this line before the season started, it'd be 7 to 10 points. Almost over.
Yeah.
So prisoner of the moment, I guess. So this small number, I like Southern Miss there.
Big game for our Rice Owls. Let's stay with the mid-majors.
Yes. Here's the real game of the week.
Our win total was what? Was it 4.5?
4.5.
Yeah.
Yep.
They are sitting there at 3-2, and Jim Mora Jr., friend of the program. No, Jim Mora. Jr. I don't think is
Jim Mora.
Yeah, but Jr. I don't think is the correct way to say his name. I think people just make that assessment when he was not deemed the junior on his birth certificate. So they're heading to Houston, Texas, to the Rice Stadium there. Rice is laying 9.5. UConn is a shit show.
They are a disaster right now. I mean,
quarterback's out for the year. Right. They got like their best player is a defensive tackle that they put on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know if you saw this touchdown. They threw a screen to him. I think Rice is gonna. I like laying the points.
I love it. I think they put up their own number. I think they put up 15. I told you before the show. I like the over 47.5. Rice.
Look, if we win this, it's the fourth win,
right?
And then we're at Tulsa next week. We are going to cash our ticket by mid-October.
Bank. I mean, what a
fucking October.
I was telling everyone to get on this Rice number.
I'm telling you.
I threw it on the VSiN airwaves. I threw it on the bomb airwaves.
And all the airwaves. Randomly in the middle of your set.
Randomly in the sets. I'm telling people.
Deja vu.
Tell people above a strip club in Milwaukee. Get in on this Rice over 4.5.
Yeah. I mean that's a fantastic play. I like laying the 9.5 there. I like Florida minus 19. I want to talk you into one that I did not lock up on last night's show, but I'm convinced it's going to hit. I think North Texas is terrible. They got to go to Annapolis, where Navy's had a tough time to start the season at 1-3. I think Navy's going to fuck them up. I say we lay the 6 with the midshipmen at home, and Brian Newberry gets his first win against an FBS opponent. That's one that I was recently thinking about overnight.
Ooh, I like that.
While I was dreaming. How do you feel about this one?
I feel it's odd that you're dreaming about Navy football games. But if you're that passionate about it, I'll definitely follow you. I agree with you on North Texas, though. I do think.
I also kind of, I love Western Kentucky minus 5.5 tonight against La Tech. I'm also starting to buy some stock in Illinois minus 3.5 against Nebraska. Nebraska's offense sucks ass.
Yeah,
man.
they're bad.
I mean, it's not like Illinois is amazing, but
no, I know they switched quarterbacks. I mean, he's still just another running quarterback. That just
see the stadium was on fire yesterday.
What is going on?
I don't know.
Good God, used to be a storied program.
I don't know. Those are the plays. Give me a couple more plays you like.
Well, I know I'll go against your favorite team growing up as a kid, a little young Dundee. I'm going to fade them now.
Oh, you crazy bastard.
I love Arizona State this week.
You're crazy.
Arizona State's been good lately.
They have been covered. They've been covered.
A couple weeks.
They've been covered.
And it's a big emotional letdown spot, obviously, Oregon.
If Colorado wants to go to a bowl game, that's a must-win game.
Yeah, it sure is. and it was 4.5. Now it's down to 3.5.
I cashed my ticket. If Colorado wins this, I put a substantial amount of money.
Didn't they already hit over 3? What's their record right now?
3-2.
3-2. Okay,
Yeah.
it was 3.5. Right. They'll get there. I'm not worried about that.
Yeah.
I like Arizona State plus the points, though, just because I just like this Arizona State team, to be honest with you.
Fucking bastard.
The way they've been bouncing back.
Over here trying to fuck up my day.
And what
Trying to fuck up my day.
another thing is Arizona State, their problems are on their O-line. And I don't think Colorado
True.
has what it takes to make that a problem.
True. That's fair.
They're like, I guess their advanced stats, they're chaos
The
stats.
fake
they like to
tits
say.
will be bouncing
Right.
in Tempe.
Oh, I know. What
All
a
right.
fucking beautiful party. Prime will have them all distracted. Who knows who's going to call the sidelines for that? Everyone who had the baby do a speech before the USC game. The guy who's
What's he gonna have in Arizona?
Oh,
Who's
my
gonna give
God.
us? I wonder who's coming to
what
this.
other convict is he going to bring in there? He got a lot of flack for that baby one.
Whatever. He had his
I don't
mom
care. I
talk to
love
the
it.
Team the week before.
Yeah, I love it. No, I
Um,
love Deion. I love Colorado. I just think there's a tough spot for him emotionally as well.
Hater.
Yeah,
Hater.
I am a hater. Not a
Um,
believer. I'll take 3.5 plus 150.
Oh man, what else you got? You going Boston College at Army?
I love Boston College. Trying to think here.
You got Virginia Tech plus
I
24.
gave out Louisville. No. We're not on that.
Texas State, the machine that is Texas State.
You liked Colorado State, you said, right?
I do. I like
Okay.
that a lot, actually. You were on Utah State.
No,
huh?
I'm not. I did eye it up. Though. I didn't know which way to go with that one. It's going to come down to 3 already.
What about Texas Tech Baylor, the old butt bowl they call it?
Yes. Now, this game I love. Actually, I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah, going on in Waco. Now,
This is an insane line. Not insane line to me, but one of those lines where a couple weeks ago would be nowhere near this.
yeah, you get that. All of a sudden, you get a 29-point fourth quarter, whatever the hell it was.
Right.
And Baylor wins.
I love Texas Tech in this spot.
I actually took Baylor.
No, come on.
I mean, look, I don't feel good about it.
Oh, I love Texas Tech.
I don't feel good about it. I just think Baylor with Blake Shapen healthy,
Mm-hmm.
and now Texas Tech's got Tyler Shuck out for the year, and Morton's solid too. This is gonna be a shootout. If anything, take the over 60.5.
All right, I like it with
How about
the
that?
over. I just think, I mean, what is it, 1.5? You can get a 120 money line. Just Texas to win this game outright. Congratulations on the comeback, Baylor.
That's the thing. The momentum.
Congratulations. You're still terrible. Get the hell out of here. I mean, I think you're getting Texas Tech on a great buy low spot here.
Fair.
Baylor on a so high. This is the definition of buy low so high.
Fair. All right. It's gonna be. I love watching that rivalry.
Mhm.
Folks, C Block's out of here. All right. No, I'm sorry. The part 1 of the C Block is out of here.
The man
Yeah,
in
I
the box
can't
is
talk.
out of here.
I can't talk. There we go. All
The
right.
bombs down under continues on over.
Yes. Bottom line bomb. Subscribe. It's coming right up. They go after it hard.
They were like a hobo on a ham sandwich. They were going hard.
All right. So you gotta want to be subscribed. All right. And like I said, if you're watching on YouTube, it's just gonna keep it right there. All right. Don't adjust your sets. All right. Coming right up, we got the bottom line bomb. Subscribe. Give CJ Sullivan a follow on Twitter at CJ Sullivan _. Doing comedy anywhere this you going just jumping around?
Not this weekend. No. Oh, actually, I'll be at the Improv here in Hollywood.
Hey,
the world famous Hollywood Improv
There
on
you
Saturday night.
there you go. I've seen a few fights happen there before.
Yes.
Folks, subscribe. If you're in the LA area, get on out Saturday
Saturday night.
Hollywood Improv. Get on over there.
Yeah, we'll sweat the
on
USC.
Melrose.
We'll sweat that Arizona money line together at the bar after the set. Right
There we go. There we
Yes.
go. Also, I'm on Twitter at the Colby D. Give me a follow. The College Football Experience is on Twitter at TCE on SGPN. Follow away. And YouTube. YouTube.com/The College Experience. Subscribe over there, please. If you can, hop on over to iTunes. Give us 5 stars. We need that. It takes 2 minutes out of your day, people. Check out the Sports Gambling Podcast. Remember, they're on VSiN every Friday night, 9 o'clock Pacific. VSiN is a network that you have. Sometimes you don't even realize you have. You get the NFL ticket.
Mm-hmm.
If you get the NFL ticket on
Yeah,
YouTube,
it's on
TV,
YouTube
you have
TV.
fucking VSiN. VSIN. Search for it. Sports Gambling Podcast every single Friday night live. So check it out. Folks, like I said, stick around. Bottom line bombs coming right up. This is the College Football Experience. Weekend Bombs edition. You better start thinking about yours. And we out of here.